Hello students, in this lecture we'll discuss about resultant of general force system. In previous lectures we discussed about resultant of concurrent force system and parallel force system, and we solved number of problems on concurrent and parallel force system to find out how to find out resultant. So basically the general force system means which type of force system, this one you must know. General force system, this in types of force system, this one also we will discuss, right? You can go to playlist and see what are the videos available for system of coplanar forces or coplanar force system. In that one, all force systems we will discuss in detail. The general force system means it is a non-concurrent, non-parallel force system. Non-concurrent, non-parallel force system. To find out resultant in this case, as forces are not parallel, that means some are vertical, some horizontal, some are inclined. To find magnitude and direction of resultant, right, we have to add all components along x-axis, all components along y-axis, so we'll get some components of resultant along x and y-axis, which is not the case you can say in our parallel force system. All will get vertical or horizontal. So always to find resultant of any force system, first step is what? Magnitude and direction of resultant. And second step is to find out point of application of resultant. That means in this case, step number one is what? Step one. First we'll find out what? Magnitude and direction of resultant. To find magnitude and direction of resultant, we'll find out what? Component of resultant along x-axis, Rx, using our equation summation of fx equal to summation of fx, assuming rightward force is positive. And component of resultant, you will get Ry, just adding forces along y-axis, assuming vertically upward forces positive. Now Rx and Ry, this one is rightward, leftward, upward or downward, depends on what addition will get. If summation of fx value comes out to be positive, then it is rightward. If it comes out to be negative, then it is leftward. In summation of fy, if answer comes out to be positive, we'll take Ry positive, means upward. If answer comes out to be negative, then Ry will represent what? Downward. Assuming this Ry and Rx are positive, so what will get here? You will represent this one quadrant. Assuming Rx rightward means positive, Ry positive means what? Ry positive means upward, and then we'll find out what here? Resultant from these two components. How will get such a resultant from these components Rx and Ry? So what we'll do here, to find magnitude of resultant, we'll apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is what? R equal to square root of Rx square plus Ry square. And inclination, if you want to find out, it is a tan theta equal to, opposite to angle is Ry, adjacent is Rx. That means tan theta is Ry upon Rx, means theta is what? Tan inverse of Ry upon Rx. So using this step, you will get Rx, Ry. Finally, what will get here? R and theta. Next is what? Step number 2 is to find out point of application of resultant. To find point of application of resultant, what will apply here? Varignon's theorem of movement. Applying Varignon's theorem. Varignon's theorem we discuss in detail. Varignon's theorem of movements. So this Varignon's theorem is what? Basically, you are you are finding resultant of this force system means all these forces which are acting we are replacing by a single equivalent force. That means effect of resultant and effect of all these forces must be same. So what we'll do here, we'll take a moment of all forces about any convenient point, normally origin, say about point O. So if we'll take moment of all these forces, right, we will get some value of, you can say, moment, sum of moment, maybe clockwise, maybe anti-clockwise, and then we'll equate that sum of moment to moment of resultant. That means moment of resultant about any convenient point taking anti-clockwise moment positive equal to, this one will equate to what? Summation of moments of all forces about same point O taking anti-clockwise moment positive. When we'll apply Varignon's theorem, what is the most important here? Direction of sum of moment, if say clockwise, the moment of resultant must be clockwise. If direction of sum of moment is anti-clockwise, then moment of resultant must be anti-clockwise. Accordingly, we will represent resultant on this plate. You can say what, maybe bar or plate is given here, so that direction of moment of resultant must be same as that of summation of moments of all forces. Clear, there are only two steps. So in first number step number one, Rx Ry, when you will find out, you have to resolve these forces. To resolve forces, you know the F1, if will resolve, what you have to do. So this component will get like this. This will be what? F1 cos theta 1. This will be what? F1 sin theta 1. This component of F3, right? Say angle is theta 3. So what will get here? F3 cos theta 3. Vertical component will get as what? F3 sin theta 3. Like this will resolve. Then in Rx, simply take all horizontal components or whatever the forces acting in horizontal direction, rightward positive, leftward negative. Same thing we'll do for Ry, add all components in vertical direction, so that we'll get Ry. Then R and theta, applying Pythagoras theorem, moment of resultant, inclination of resultant with horizontal, tan inverse of Ry upon Rx. And then to find point of application of resultant, we'll apply Varignon's theorem of moment, which is equal to what? In equation form, it is moment of resultant about any convenient point, say O, equal to what? Summation of moment of all forces about same point. In next videos, we'll solve problems based on general force system. Around, you can say, 5, 6, 7 problems, so that you'll not face any difficulty in finding resultant of general force system. Thank you.